like us. We don't wanna trouble me, no one love us. Coming out of place, you know, interrupt. I know that you watching me, you ain't gotta tell me much. No, I'm not cocky. My God, don't bless me. Oh, I'm so wavy. Oh, I'm so wavy. No, I'm not lucky. My God, don't bless me. Oh, I'm so wavy.
Hi, my loves. Welcome to In Sync. And of course, today I am here with my partners in crime,
Victoria,
Esther,
and I am Oyin. And as you can see, we are giving props to Africa. And I just love how you guys are coordinating. Like,
right?
thank you.
Giving it to them, like, you know.
Right?
As usual.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this episode. So, disclaimer, not every African aunties or uncles or mommies or daddies are toxic.
Most of them are.
Most of them are. Just
Most.
not everyone.
like high 90%.
95.
Maybe. But okay, so ladies, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, have you ever been personally victimized by an African auntie, or maybe your mom or your dad, whoever it is? Have you ever been victimized by one of them or all of them?
Personally, no. But I know a lot of my friends who've been asked, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna have kids? Oh, you're reaching 30. When's the wedding? And it's like, just, you know, putting in their own like unnecessary opinions. And it's like, why do you care? Are you paying for the wedding? Are you gonna take care of their kids? No. So why are you talking?
Exactly.
Why are you asking?
Exactly.
And they feel as if their opinion is so valid, whereas it's not. Like if their parents are not bothering them, who are you? You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's like, I don't understand. But
Like for me, throughout high school, my mom said, no boyfriend, don't even talk to boys. If you kiss a boy, you'll die. So, you know, throughout high school, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Graduated university. Now my mom's like, okay, where's the
Where's your
husband?
boyfriend?
Not even boyfriend, husband. We even skipped the dating,
Not
the
even
talking
fiancé.
stage, everything straight to marriage. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, mom, there's a big gap here.
Yeah.
And it's just like, my mom was like, and I think a lot of parents can relate, where you're telling your daughters for a long time, no man, no man, no man, and then all of a sudden marriage, and it's like, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's like, okay, I graduated. Let me, like, I'm very career focused.
Yeah.
You know, I have other priorities in my life. So to have my mom pressure me about marriage, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I know a lot, like for me, I don't get too pressured because at the end of the day, this is my life.
Yeah.
And my mom's not my life. So whatever I do is going to affect me.
yeah.
So, but I know that it really, really does really affect a lot of like daughters to the point where like they actually feel like they need to rush and they make wrong choices.
I agree with that for sure, because I think mine is similar to Victoria's. Like, my mom, she can't come and pressure me.
She can't.
Like, she cannot, because like ever since the day I gave her own comeback, when she was like, please, when are you going to pium pium pium? I'm like, why did you marry your $10? Since then, she knew not to come for me because I will come for you. I will come back for
Shots
you.
fired.
So like since then, so do you know what it is though? It's like she actually gets the pressure on my behalf. So her friends, her sisters, and her brothers will pressure her. So it's like, so she just takes it and she doesn't come to me. And it's a thing where if they come to me or if they come to her, she'll like, go and meet Oyin yourself. Because she knows that I will give them back.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care, because one, you're not going to pay for my wedding.
Exactly.
You're not going to pressure me to have kids because you're not going to babysit. Even dogs sit. You can't even dog sit for me. So don't come and put pressure on me. But do you know what it is though? I've noticed that in African household, like being the first daughter, the pressure is different.
They suffer the most.
Yo, side note, I just feel like first daughters of households are going to be amazing moms and wives because of things we've gone through in this household. And I even think ethnic, even if you're even not African, it's just crazy the amount of responsibilities we have to take.
You're literally like the third parent. You're not even the child. You're the third parent.
At 8 years old, I'm washing dishes.
But you know what? I used to love washing dishes though.
I used to at 9 years old. My parents were like, let's come outside, guys. I haven't taken the chicken out of the fridge.
No, for me though, I think my own pressure was more education.
Yeah.
As the first daughter. Because like my mom didn't, like she obviously didn't get her master's because she had my brother young. So to her, it's like everything she wanted to achieve, she really wanted me to get it for her.
Yeah.
So she wanted me to do nursing because she wanted to be a nurse. And I was like, that's not for me because one, I'm scared of injections. Yes, I have tattoos. But it's like I cannot poke somebody else because listen, I might poison you.
They're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like even like I wish my mom put more pressure on my education. Like that was my dad. My dad put a lot of pressure on my education. And I feel like with my mom, it's like she wants to make sure I cook, I make sure I clean good, I make sure like, basically she was getting since I was little, she was preparing me to be a wife. And it's just
that's the norm.
And the thing is she doesn't realize that all this pressure is actually straining our relationship. Like I love my mom, but it's like I feel like we're so different because we just see things very differently.
Yeah.
And I realize the older I'm becoming, like the closer I'm getting to the 30s, the pressure is getting on and on. And now she's just looking. And I noticed that like when you're not married or have kids at a certain age, people want to start looking down on you. You know what I mean?
And the thing is that those who look down on you, that especially the African aunties, is their husband that's sleeping around with other.
Look at that camera and say it.
Yeah, let me say it once more, all right? Okay, you African aunties that are saying, oh, when are you getting married? You need to mind your business and focus on your man, okay? That is cheating on you behind your back, all right? Focus on your home, don't focus on me.
Because Baba Wale is chasing one bola.
Right?
One amaka.
One amaka. So, but you know what it is though? I actually feel like those aunties, they know that their husbands are cheating. And a lot of African ladies lately, and aunts, I'm not gonna lie, my friend is one of them. I have to talk her out of it. They really have that mentality of all men cheat. I get it, but for her, it's more as long as it's not done around her.
So she doesn't mind.
Well, I don't want to know. And a lot of girls have that, but it's like in my head, I'm like, are you like, are you okay with that? Like knowing that you've given your man the permission to go and cheat.
Oh, it's just like that girl that said, oh, he can cheat on me, but cheat on me respectfully. Do you remember that? Like, what is respectful about cheating?
Uncles, they do it. They don't mind.
So she doesn't mind if he's bringing home STD, HIV, or maybe another baby
like,
outside.
Use a condom, use protection, because it's like I know you're gonna cheat. And because for me, it's like my ex, like in the UK, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go celebrate with my ex and not do anything. And I told her, and she was like, are you sure? Because this guy can get it outside. Like, you know, these men, that's why she makes sure she's always giving it to her man every minute. Oh my, and I'm like, I get it, but you guys can go if you want to.
That's why people want peace in their marriage. Like, there's such thing as happy and healthy marriages. And you don't have to tolerate a cheating man. Like, there's already too much going on in our lives. You know what I mean?
As you can see, I'm speechless.
There's just too much. And it's like, the one thing I try to tell my mom is, patience, good things take time. The reason why I'm not married right now is because I have standards, you know? And I want to marry into a life I want. I don't want to be dealing with cheating. I don't want to chill. I don't want to settle at all. So I don't want to rush into it. And I can't even see myself getting married at my young 20s. Like, I'm finishing up school. I'm trying to move up the ladder of my career because the thing about us females is we need to actually get a lot of things put together a lot sooner than men. You know
and we have to work like 10 times harder.
Exactly. Like make sure we have our good salary, good jobs, finish schools, our masters, everything in time for us to be prepared to have a family. Yeah. So like,
do you know what, that good salary part, a lot of African aunties, my mother included, they feel like if you're chasing career too much, men will be intimidated like that.
That's their problem.
She literally told me, and her friends said they all agreed. She was like, okay, Oyin, what's going on? You're beautiful. You have a good job. Are you sure? Like, just this is the perfect time, because then you don't want to like make way more, and then the guy's intimidated by you.
But then that's not on you. That's on the guy.
And I was like, I'm sorry, it's the guy. It's not me.
He needs to step his game up.
Right. Like, I want to.
So I'm supposed to struggle in my career and let him cheat.
Or it's like you want to bring your earnings down
for who?
So that a guy will not feel like this baby's too successful.
So what happens if you leave me?
Then what?
I'm just broke.
Do you know what it is? It's like that's not even your guy. And that's why all these uncles, Baba Wale, Baba Toby, Baba Olu, Baba Chiamaka.
Why are you calling them out?
I don't know that. That's why they cheat, because their wives are literally either full housewives or they're just comfortable and just on the chair. So it's like they're looking for girls, they're going for sugar babies. That they know that they look more beautiful.
That can keep them young.
I hope our generation really gets it, because I'm definitely not going to be pressuring my daughter. Especially now that we live in a generation where like women are becoming like earners now, you know what I mean? So
yeah. But do you know what annoys me, Victoria? Has your mom, your auntie, whoever, have they ever compared you to your cousin or your friend?
Oh yeah, all the time. And I cut it off right away because like that cousin that you're comparing me to, you don't know what they're doing at night. Like I know what they're doing behind closed doors. Don't do it. And then it was one time, like my mom, I'm calling her out, okay?
Sorry, mommy.
She compared me to one of my cousins, and I was just like, but you don't know that this cousin is sleeping around with this guy, married men. But I didn't say it to her, obviously, but I'm just like, okay, yeah. But I'm just like, don't ever, I feel like a lot of the mistakes that African parents do, let me not like Nigerian parents do, they be comparing their kids to other people. And it's like, you don't even know what that person's doing behind closed doors. They appear like a saint, but they're really a demon behind closed doors. So
that used to affect me when I was younger. That would actually make me detest my friends. Like I would even be so envious because I'm like, okay, my mom is comparing me to this person. Like, what am I doing wrong as a woman or as a young girl? But it's like now I just throw it back at her. When she's like, I'm like, but mom, when Otedola or your mates are running around, when Beyonce was managing Beyonce when she was young, what are you doing? So like, I'm at that age, it's like, I throw it back.
You gotta throw it back.
That's what makes them stop. So I think a lot of Nigerian moms, they won't stop. Even aunties, well, they're all moms. They won't stop unless you fight back. You don't have to be rude. Do it in a very respectful way.
Boundaries.
Set boundaries, and they'll know not to. Because now, if my aunt is going to my mother, she will send it to me. And what I do is I throw it back to them, and then they mind their business. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Hey my loves, how's it going? Oyin here. This episode is sponsored by Ashabi. Ashabi, I love this brand because it is a black woman owned brand. Yes, for the black queens out there. Ashabi has a lot of amazing pieces, from bags to belts, whatever it is you need, and each item is hand woven with careful attention to detail. These timeless and transition pieces take you from day to night. You can find Ashabi on Instagram at Ashabi Beads. Tell them InSync sent you, and love and light always. Love you ladies.
Do you guys agree with, okay, let's say you're going over to like your boyfriend's house, right? You're meeting his parents for the first time. Do you guys agree with the whole aspect of like helping his mother cook or helping her like clean the dishes or whatever to prove yourself worthy as like a wife? Because if you think about it, you're coming as a guest, right? If you invite guests to your house, you don't expect them to come and help you in the kitchen, right? But I feel like in a Nigerian culture, us women, we have to prove ourselves so much.
See, I don't think I would do it. But not to prove myself. It's because I think it's all about where you're from and just like the manners. Like just instantly you just see, okay, let me just go and help.
But do you do that at everyone else's house that you go to?
Yeah, like if I go to my auntie's house or my uncle's house, or even like let's say I go to your house and go to the kitchen, I'll go and join her. Like unless I'm helping you with something, I'll still ask, oh mommy, do you need help? I feel like it just depends on you. But there are a lot of girls out there that want to pretend But personally, I think it's just about you as a person and just like, I guess the manners that you probably
because I naturally just do that. Like if I'm going to an auntie's house or another family member's house, I don't even realize it, but I just naturally just clean. I don't even ask. I just like auntie, you want to do help. And I notice with other cultures they don't like some of my Caribbean friends, I love them, but they obviously want to come to my house to like help in the kitchen. So I definitely see the cultural differences, and it's just. But to prove, no. But I didn't even realize that. If you notice, like all the daughters and all the females, like even if there's a barbecue, we're helping to clean up, and all the men are just chilling. And I feel like there needs to be pressure on men.
There's a double standard for sure.
Double standards are real.
Yeah.
Like I have to, if I'm leaving my house, I have to tell my mom the location, time, and everything. My brother's just gone for the weekend. Maybe he'll come back.
No questions asked.
No questions asked. Maybe I'll send a text saying, "Mom, I'm gonna be here." And it's like, and you know, it's so funny now. Now that we're a lot older, I actually see a lot of young men having children out of wedlock
because of that. And it's all Nigerian. Most of them are Nigerian.
But if it was us, abomination.
You know, I have a cousin who wasn't allowed to go away to university because the mom feared that she was gonna get pregnant.
What?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like the pressure is getting so deep to the point where like you're literally restricting your child. And it's funny, when I went away from university, a lot of kids that had strict parents, they were literally out being loose and wild. All the females.
Yeah, because strict parents create sneaky kids.
That's
yeah.
Has your mom or aunties or anybody, they always wanted you to do a specific career? Like, did you want to be, I don't know, a singer or a model? And they thought, why are you going to be a model or a singer? Why don't you just go be a doctor or professor?
My mom has been prophesying doctor into my life for the longest time. For the longest time, like, Mom, nah, it's not gonna happen. Like, there are other avenues to make money, right? And like, I get it. Being a doctor, lawyer, and engineer, like, it has like, you know, that perspective that like, you're making a lot of money and like you'll be respected. But there are other careers out there that will still gain you that same respect. That you can even be making more money.
Like, are they doing the studying?
No, they're not.
It's actually hard. Like,
they're not doing the studying, you know.
Be a doctor, that's it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. With me, I wanted to be a singer. I like to think I used to know how to sing. I was in the choir, but I just got kicked out. I never attended rehearsal.
You want to be a singer?
I wanted to, because like Beyonce, you know, that was Destiny's Child. I wanted to be like, you know, I wanted to be a singer.
I want to be a rapper.
And listen, if I wanted to be a model, I wanted to be an actress. Like, there's a lot of things I wanted to be. At one point, I wanted to be Barbie. Because I had a Barbie doll.
Wow.
You are a Barbie. What?
You know, I went to go for it. No, but like my mom was like, no, be a nurse. I'm like, but Beyonce, like, look how far. Like, I kept referencing, but like they see it as an abomination. And like now I'm a recruiter and I hire engineers. If you, my mom be like, yeah, when you can hire as engineers, I'm like, no, say what I am. I'm a recruiter. Like, yeah, she works with engineers. Like,
oh my God.
So it's that they want to be that mother of this type.
They want to be able to boast about their kids.
They want to boast. Then it's crazy because even with like moving out, they're like, no, don't move out. But when you move out, she now has her own place.
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
This, she's this. So it's African mothers, we love you guys, but aunties, uncles, chill.
Yeah.
Like,
and I love that, like, even though your mom pressured you, you still do your own thing. And I think a lot of people need to understand, like, if you have a vision for yourself and you know either way you're going to be successful, I think that's a good way to just kind of break through that pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my parents didn't really pressure me. Like, I know my dad kind of threw in lawyer. I just...
Esther, we're like, yo,
Dad, the way I'll be cracking jokes at court, like, because law school is just not for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually did. I had an aunt that was a lawyer, and then I went to her job to see what she was doing, and I was like, this is not for me. So I was like, I'm not gonna let my parents pressure me because at the end of the day, this is my life. And I'm doing well for myself. Like, I still have more that I want to do, but I'm actually doing really well, and my parents can actually say, like, I'm actually proud of you. Like, because what you guys were trying to pressure me for is not what God wanted for me, you know?
Honestly, you finally get married, and then a month later or 2 days later, so when are the children coming? That thing is annoying.
You need to ask them, are they going to take care of them?
First of all, hold on. Aunties, stop. Like, for real, no. Mommy, you're watching this. Mom, wait, hold on. Mom, don't do it to me or anybody. But please tell your friends to stop. Because that thing, genuinely, it's very toxic. Because one, you don't know if they're having issues. You don't know if there's miscarriages. You don't know if they even want to have children. You don't know if the guy has low sperm count. Or whatever it is, you just don't know. It's like, stop! STOP, capital letters. No, like, for real, because that can cause mental health. Like, I hate it. Like,
this YouTuber, and she's been trying to have kids for 7 years.
Wow.
Just imagine how many pressure she was getting. Even on social media, people are like, yo, when are you gonna have kids? When are you gonna have kids? And I'm just like, yo, like, she's having issues. So I can just imagine.
And like, okay, I understand what you guys are saying, but I feel like in situations like that, because we're obviously gonna get to that point, right? Unless if we're not there already, where people are already pressuring us, get married and then have kids. You need to be strong-minded. Like, you cannot let other people's opinions get to you, because at the end of the day, people always talk regardless, right? And those who are telling you, when are you gonna have kids, they're not gonna be able to take care of them when they're born, right? They're not gonna pay their tuition. They're not gonna pay for their daycare. They're just running their mouth up and down, and they're not gonna be there. So you really just need to focus on yourself. Like Gabrielle Union, she had like 7 miscarriages, right? And it's just like, you never know what people are going through. You just need to really like mind your business.
But you know what is, no matter how strong-willed someone is, like, if you're always getting that question, especially from your mother-in-law, not even your own mother, your mother-in-law, that, because you start to feel like, am I even a woman? Because like your mother-in-law, I know that's your bonus mom, but that's not your mom. So they can easily turn against you and do something else. It's like, to me, that's where the problem is, because most times the guy might stand up for you, but it's not enough. And I feel like this happens, I know we're in Toronto, but this happens a lot in Nigeria. And I watch a lot of Nigerian movies. I'm sorry, guys. But I'm not sorry, actually. But it's like, I feel like a lot in Nigeria will come and attack me. Based on the movies that I've watched, it's like, if you're not having kids in the first year, or if it's not a boy, they're going to bring maybe the maid. It might be the wife.
Oh, God
or
forbid.
maybe they'll bring another wife. But it's like, to me, all of these things are toxic because it actually happens in real life. Because look at Banky and Adesua.
Yeah.
It's like people were grilling, and that's just fans. Can you now imagine the family itself?
Yeah.
And it's like she had a miscarriage. Like, can you now imagine her feeling like she wasn't a woman to even carry her kids?
Yeah.
And then probably getting pressure from home.
Yeah.
She's already feeling bad that she can't have a child for her husband.
Right.
You know? So there's already probably she feels tension with her husband, or maybe in some relationships, maybe there is tension or no tension. But it's like you're already having this pressure already within your own marriage, and then you have this outside source. So it's like, yes, I can have the mentality to not care what people think, but I can see how it can slowly get to you.
No matter how you can be Muhammad Ali strong.
Just saying.
But it will still get to you. And those friends or cousins that, like, maybe when they're pregnant or when they're engaged, let's just say pregnant, and let's say you're both, and let's say I'm married and my friend is pregnant and I'm waiting to have kids, and that friend is like, don't worry, your time will come. I'm sorry, I know it's from a good place, but it's like, yes, I know my time will come, but it's like, don't remind me, I'm celebrating you, right? Leave me out of it. And I feel like a lot of that happens. Like, okay, I'm single, my friends are engaged. Why are you telling me, babe, I'm using myself as a point of contact for you? Guy, use your own point of contact for yourself. Don't come pressure me. I'm still baby girl, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, but I feel like they get that from their mothers and their cousins, because like it's annoying because
You know what?
I have a cousin who she just had her first child. Now people are asking where the second child is.
They're not okay.
Yeah,
They're not okay. They're not okay.
And I think it's those ones where, like, imagine being the oldest and then all your siblings are either engaged or married, and then during the wedding, when is your own?
That magnifies the pressure. Yeah. No, but I thank God that I'm the youngest and my siblings have already had their kids. So, because when I get married, I want to enjoy my marriage for at least 2 to 3 years. Me and my husband travel together, enjoy each other's company. Because it's like, kids change the dynamic of your marriage, right? It's like, you okay, let's say you and your husband needs to spend like maybe 2 days in a week together. You guys may not even have any time to spend with each other at all because you guys didn't have kids, right? And like, realistically, all those people that are saying, oh, when are you guys gonna have kids? When are you gonna have kids, right? When the kids come, they disappear. So it's just like, I want to enjoy my marriage, and I've gotten a lot of advice from other people as well. Like, enjoy your marriage and then have kids when you're ready.
That's why I feel like the pressure will never be worth it to me. It will never be worth it because you can say all you want, but at the end of the day, you're not in it.
You're not in it.
And you're gonna disappear.
And it's just toxic, and it's like.
But I feel like what's important is that regardless of how much pressure that you have from your inner circle, right? I feel like your partner needs to be your main support, because if your partner is then succumbing to the pressures of others, you will eventually crash, right? I feel like if your partner is there supporting you, like letting you know, like, you know, when it's time, it'll happen. I feel like that's what's most important, because people will talk regardless, guys. So
I really want people to actually comment their own stories and their pressures, because like, we'll actually read them, because I know these are very relatable, and I need to hear some specific stories, because it's an issue.
Honestly, and do you know what? If you're a therapist or counselor, and you're hearing these stories and reading the stories, just please reach out to them, because for real, it can affect you, and not everyone has that avenue of going to a therapist, and they might not even want to discuss with their partner, because number one, partner either a mommy's boy or just a dickhead. Like, now, let's talk about the preparation for marriage. There's this saying where, as Nigerians, your wedding is actually not your wedding. It's your family's wedding. Like, how do you feel about...
I'm not going to tell my mom until the day of.
The day of what?
I'm going to be like, Mom, also come to this ceremony at 10 a.m.
Esther, you want trouble. You want trouble. That's what you want.
Finest clothes. There's something going down.
Like, you're choosing violence that day. That's what you want.
No, but it's annoying because like
nah, but like I feel like no, just if you're the type of person that you want like 100 to 200 people at your wedding, forget it. It's not even your wedding.
And even the first daughter.
Oh, you're having up to 1,000.
Just me.
Yeah,
it's a whole celebration. Festival. Terabana part 2.
No, and like 90% of the people that are gonna be there, like you don't even know.
Yeah, like I heard that one plate is like it could be hundreds of dollars. I don't even know this person. Why am I spending $100 on your plate?
But do you know what though? Do you know one thing let's just say something good about African parents real quick. One thing I actually love about them, when is your wedding, the amount you even be splashing is not even up to what they're splashing.
They'll go all out for you.
High key. Do you know, I don't mind, but maybe for the traditional, let the white be for me. Like, you can bring me the money, but it's my wedding. But the trad, that's you. I don't know what's going on anyway. So they'll say, you see yam.
Yeah.
They'll tell you, no. And you know what's annoying, that traditional wedding? Oh my gosh. You see loads of gifts.
But they tell you, pick the Bible.
I mean, I get it. I love God. I already have like 5 Bibles. I don't have the app on my phone. Why am I not picking the goats?
Even if you see a TV there. Nah, you have to pick the Bible.
No, and that whole, I'm sorry, but I actually don't like this whole bride price stuff. And I feel like they're selling me. Why you need to give me that money, because low key I cried in this relationship, not bad crying. But I was in the argument, but it's like that whole bride price stuff, I feel like they need to stop that low key, high key, because it's like the money goes to them, not you.
Oh, you mean goes to your
family, and then your family have to give them a list.
I'm gonna talk to my family. I'm gonna be like, you guys better give me some of that.
And give them and it's pressure. I feel like some families ask for Lamborghini, they ask for 5 goats.
Lambo,
they ask for Ram. No, because they'll actually ask for a lot of things. It's like some families are greedy. They'll probably ask for 10 bags, like $10,000. Like, why are you taking $10,000? You're not in the relationship. When I was crying, we were having arguments and we're going on dates, and it's like I have to like get ready and I have to open my leg. Like, why are you taking $10,000? Give that money to me.
Someone's triggered.
I'm triggered. For real. I feel like that bride price thing, for me, that's an African slavery. Why no, because you're selling me. Like, for real. That's why when the husband is beating you or you're having arguments, they can't really say come home. They're like, fix it with your husband, because they've already collected money on your head. Yeah. So they have to Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Honestly, this whole wedding thing it just sounds very stressful, to the point where I just want to be like, guys, just tell me what time. Just tell me what time to show up. No, for real, because my cousin got married not too long ago, and he went from 200 guests to 500 guests. And he had to beg his mom to be like, yo, don't invite people. There were people that were just because I was seeing people I never seen before.
And they won't. You know what?
So many people.
They're not even gonna bring you gifts, you know. Yes. They're just gonna come and eat rice.
No rice, amala.
And on top of it, they won't even spray you 1 cup bowl. Like,
they'll spray $1, but just 10 of it. So $10
for the rest thing.
That's it. But really quickly though, the one thing I also just find funny is, Dukwe, I had a dream. That vacation you want to go to, the plane 828, it disappeared for 5 years. And you can't travel because they feel like they had a dream. Or if you want to go out, the day you meant to go out, I had I'm not feeling well. My mom did that. I'm not feeling well.
I have a story. No, I have a story because this is triggering. This is triggering right now because okay, this is one time, right? I went to Mexico, right? So before I was planning going to Mexico with my friend, told my mom about it. I even booked the plane before I even told her. I'm like, just to let you know, like, you're growing in a African household when you no longer ask. You just this is where I'm going. Okay, so I've already booked the plane ticket, everything, villa booked, everything, right? And then like a week before I'm supposed to go, she's like, Faye-Shara, whenever she wants to talk to me, she call me that name, right? She's like, come to my bed. It's like, I had a dream that the amigos were chasing you. I was like, what the hell? She said they're chasing us with machetes and all. I'm like, what? And have in mind, she's already biased about Mexico. She already thinks that, like, because like the gangs and all that stuff, right? I'm just like, okay, but mom, you're going to Nigeria every single year. It's not like Nigeria is any safer. So I'm just like, miss me with that. I'm like, okay, mom, let's pray about it, but I'm still go. Yeah. Right? So it's just like, but when it comes to guys or their sons, they don't have that dream.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Imagine as a kid, I would tell my friends, guys, like, I can't come out because my mom had a dream. And they're just looking at me like, what?
Oh no.
like literally my non-Nigerian friends, they'd be like, your dream, like
they won't understand.
They don't. And I'm like, yeah, I can't. My mom had a dream that this was gonna happen, so I can't come out. And I started to realize that my brother wasn't telling me about these dreams too. Like I'm like, did mom tell you about anything about any dreams that's going on with you? He'd be like, no.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm starting to realize that maybe some of them were not real dreams.
No, she's projecting.
No. My mom's one was actually she wasn't feeling well. I'm ready about to step out. It's like just wear my shoe. I just go, my head is hurting. I'm shaking. And she will actually start shaking under the comfort. Like this one was shivering. And I'm like, Mom, do you want tea? Do you want this? And I'm like, Mom, she's like, I don't know, my head. Call the pastor. Call this. I'm just looking at her like, what the day I knew was a lie? Because the day I didn't go out. And all of a sudden, she's on the phone to her friend. She's eating ayamashi, like so spicy stew and rice. People like gist to her friend. I'm like, Mom, did you not just say you were not feeling? I was pissed. And it's like African, if it's not a dream, they're not feeling well.
Yeah,
and it's just crazy. But the dreams I listen to are the ones about friends.
Yeah,
I actually, because to me, friends are very sensitive topic.
We should do a whole episode on friendship.
It's a very sensitive topic.
That one.
Like when they dream or when they feel like I don't like this person, but I can't put my finger on it. I've had a lot of that, and it's like I think, Mom, just being extra, but then I eventually saw what you were talking about.
Because it starts to play out.
Those dreams, I don't mind. I think I had experiences about that.
I remember I had this one friend, and my mom was like, she didn't even say anything to the friend. I think my mom just had like maybe a 2-second interaction with her. My mom said, Esther, that friend, be careful. I don't like her. I'm like, Mom, you literally just met her. She's like, I don't like her. Found out later when I was younger, she stole like an iPod from my brother, and I was like, see, and I told my mom goes, you see? That's what she's always right. She always says, you see? And like I am so grateful that like our parents are very spiritual people. Like, see, like that is what I love. I love that they're spiritual, and that's how like their spirituality really comes to play when it comes to like friendship and people that we bring into our lives. You know? That's so important.
I actually agree. And have you ever had this experience where you told your mom, well, I was like, Mom, I ate in my dream. And then I had to drink
Oh my God.
Drink palm oil. Like palm oil, first of all, and it's disgusting. Like raw palm oil. And then anointing oil on top of that. And she was praying and everything. And she actually fasted.
Wow. Because you ate in the dream.
The food was... Then it was nice. But it was spiritual, I guess. But have you ever had that experience where you're like,
Yeah, like, so my mom goes to this church called Mountain on Fire. So for people that are not aware of this church, so they have different types of prayers where they're very into like, they believe in like a lot of things are very demonic. So a lot of the prayers are die, 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 die. So, and everything's related to very demonic things. So, I had the same experience where I was like, Mom, I had the best meal in my food. My mom was gone. She came back, holy oil bottle, holy water. And she's like, I rebuke it. In oil. My bedroom door has oil stains. You know, I appreciate a prayerful mom because I definitely think her prayers have saved me from a lot of trouble. But as a kid, there are times where I don't want to come to school with oil on my head. I just rub that on.
Like the oil is dripping down your forehead.
I did that one time to my mom. She was like, if you take it off, you're taking off blessing. Like,
exactly.
So I would go to school with that oil dripping down because I want no blessing to be taken away. I'm like, Jessica, don't ask me questions. Don't say anything.
Should be like you're wiping off the protection of God from your head.
That's crazy. We love our mother. Listen. It's been a very great episode because I feel like it's a therapy session.
It was.
You know? And like we said earlier, this episode is dedicated to all Nigerian aunties and uncles and mothers and fathers. But you know, not all African aunties are toxic.
Most though.
Let's just say some. But that some is almost most. But no, for real. Thank you so much for, watching, joining. Once again, I am Oyin.
Victoria.
Esther.
And of course, this is Insane, and you know what to do. You know where to find us. And this episode is actually sponsored by Ashabi Beads. So more information is down below. And we love you guys, and God bless you. Bye.
place, you not interrupt. I know that you watching me, you ain't gotta tell me much. No, I'm not